So let's get to this unboxing of the mystery machine, so graciously donated by One Rapidly Aging Technology. Lots of cardboard and packing. That's good. I want to make sure this machine doesn't have any damage. Lots of goodies in here, to be sure. So there's a nice blob there. So let's see what we have so far. We can start with the small stuff. So Twinkle Star, pressure snow foam lance, 3000 psi. Okay, I think that was probably a filler. Here we go with some Royal Type B bags. Genuine Royal in a lovely yellow. This is paper here. This is says traps 100% of the pollen, 99.9% of all particles. HEPA type, it says HEPA type filtration. It doesn't actually say HEPA filtration, it says HEPA type filtration. Okay, so we definitely have some bags to test with. And we have what looks like a nice HEPA bag for this thing as well. That's really something. There's no branding on it or anything. Incidentally, I've ordered some genuine Royal HEPA bags, so I don't know if this is actually what they look like, but this looks like a nice bag, you know, multiple layers here, nice and thick, very similar to the Kirby HEPA bags that I use, but completely unbranded. And we have more Royal bags. Ooh, Royal Type A. So Type B and Type A. Okay. Plenty of bags, one way or the other. Let's see here. Filler material. Move that off to the side. And certainly more cardboard. Put that off to the side. Plenty of newspaper. And let's see, the first hint of a model would be, I mean, you already know it's a Royal, right? The first hint of the model is this, oh, look at this lovely bag. Here we go. So this is a spoiler. It's the Royal Pro Series. Ooh. And boy, does that ever look sharp and clean. That is really something. And we have one of these HEPA bags installed in it. There's a fill tube. All right, that's wonderful. Oops, that'll go over there. So this is definitely, you know, this looks like essentially brand new condition. Really something. So I've never had a Royal before. This will be absolutely fantastic to add to the collection and test like crazy. I'll put that off to the side a little bit here. A lot more packing material. So certainly this is packed well. I hope nothing's in there. I can check that later. All right, we're getting there. It's in there somewhere. Great packing job, that's for sure. Great packing job. I think it survived coming from way out west. Look at that. Even got a little foam on the handle so it didn't get scratched. Ooh, we have a switch. They don't make vacuum switches like that anymore. Now, let's see. This might take a minute to figure out how I want to take this apart. There we go. We have a multi-piece handle. Ah, very well. Very, very well packed. And the shiny bit, or the largest shiny bit, has got to be under here. And there it is. Ooh. Royal Pro series. Look at that. Isn't that something? Isn't that a thing of beauty? All metal. All metal and packing material around it at the moment. And there it is. Isn't that fantastic? We'll get the whole thing together here in a minute. Here's just an initial showing. White bristles, medium stiff. And this is, let's see, manufacturer code J18A. I'll get some close-ups of this in a minute. But this is rated at 9 amps. So as far as I'm aware of, I know that Royal, I don't know if they're making it right now. I'm not intimately versed in all the models and when they were made. I've heard of a Royal 10 amp This is a 9 amp, so this should represent performance that's super close to the best you can possibly get. So really something. So I'm going to reorient the camera, get some closer pictures here. That'll go those wheels. That's something. Huge wheels. Let's get this puppy together and give it a run. So just as I was getting ready to run this machine, I noticed we had a problem with the bag, or rather the alignment of the collar and the bag itself. It had become shifted or turned by 90 degrees, that when you would go ahead and clip this onto the rest of the machine, the bag, instead of being flat like this, it literally would have been turned at 90 degrees, and I know that that definitely wasn't right. So got to take everything off here, including the fill tube, and I won't bore you with me huffing and puffing trying to get all these ties back on, but I think I can get all this back together again so that when the bag actually gets installed back onto the machine, that it sits properly. All right, now since I have the mouth of the bag redone, I figured out that it's probably a good idea to have the zipper aligned with this locking mechanism right in here, because otherwise you'd end up having the bag on at some kind of funny angle. So here's what this all looks like now. I've taken all those little wire ties and retied them again, so I have a little more flexibility to get the bag on straight. Now I have an equally tough issue, is trying to, because this is so new, even with some lubrication I put in here, this is still really tough to install. I just don't have enough grip to turn this easily, so I have to use this little grippy pad. So let's see if I can manage to do that. It's really, really stiff. I mean, I imagine that this will loosen up over time, I suppose, with wear and tear. But for right now, it's like it's brand new factory fresh. So let's see if I can heave-ho this bag collar on. See, if I put this on here just like that, there's no place that you didn't really grip. I mean, so that's where this comes in. Oh, did make it. Let's see. Come on. There. There we go. Fantastic. Now we have a decent alignment. Okay, let's hook the rest of it up. And of course, no Royal video would be complete without the installing and uninstalling of the belt. Since it's somewhat of a unique procedure. So first thing I gotta do is get this thing off. There we go. So the belt's already installed. Now I did find out that there's kind of an interesting, easy way to get it uninstalled, and that is to just rotate this essentially the wrong way, and belt just pops off. Okay, so if you have the belt popped off, got your handy dandy little belt lifter tool. Just get a piece of the belt here and put this right on up at the top, and then just let it fall down, and there you go, and it's on. Yeah, fantastic. Well, let's give this Royal Pro Series a whirl. And if you hear a little bit of rattling, I think I have it traced down to some metal on metal connections that, I don't know, maybe we could use a little bit of weather stripping in there or something else. Not sure. If you have any ideas, hey, let me know. And I have adjusted the brush roll. There's like a position 1 and there's a position 2. I have adjusted the brush roll for the easier of the two on this carpet. Well, it's got a little rattling and buzzing in there, but we've got a lot of metal on metal connections too, I noticed. So with the rug plate itself connecting to the front part of the nozzle, it's literally metal on metal. And of course, the adjusto-right to the front of the nozzle is also metal on metal. So I wonder if maybe I can fiddle with this a little bit and get a little bit of that buzzing to go away. How about we close out this unboxing and brief demonstration of the Royal Pro Series by doing a fun test. That's right, flower under the carpet. You know it had to happen. Probably a little wider than the nozzle is, but you get the idea. There it is, and here we go. So I'll show you I get the adjusto-right set properly. Go, and there it is. Oh, and by the way, there's no clogging anywhere. Yeah, no clogs. So what do you expect? Good old-fashioned 100-year-old technology, graciously donated by rapidly aging technology. And the neat thing is, this stuff still works very well. And if you have a pile flow through carpet and you'd like to have your carpet truly deep cleaned, then get something with high airflow. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for a lot more tests with this Royal Pro.